Oh, pardon me, guys.
Naples at Alpha 31 Separate. Naples at Alpha 20 to 65 and 71 in Charlie Zone. 1133 Serenity Lane. Not 1012. Call from Dad. 70-year-old male conscious breathing with unknown medical problem.
Alright, guys. I'm sorry, it's my radio chatter, but Southwest Florida Oath Accountability Project. We're at the Collier County Sheriff's Office Aviation
Bureau. Chest pain or abdominal pain.
Address this location. Sorry. Address this location is 250 Aviation Way. In fact, here we go. We have our first. Let's see if he runs a stop sign. Just runs right through it. Unmarked unit. See if I can get a tag number. Tag is ENKY56. I have a really bad habit of doing this. This isn't the first time I've been here. You should know by now I'm standing up front. You should be following the stop sign here. They've got a stop sign here that blow through all the time. Interesting thing is, this is actually right here on the Naples Municipal Airport. They do allow plane watching on property, so it's open to the public. As you can see here, we got a stop sign at Patriot Way and Corporate Flight Drive that you just witnessed. The guy. Here's a stop sign. There's a stop sign here. Oh, and see if he stops. So that person stopped. They have a dog park over here. So this is a publicly accessible road.
Okay, you got low volume just so you know. Get up low. You can send me that 71 on Serenity and show 10 feet. Step up, get out the 10, I should see.
Got a new it's like an armored personnel carrier they just recently purchased. Right over here. Can't really see it too well because they've got a privacy hedge right by the fence. Got another vehicle coming. Point the phone down, make them think I'm not getting anything. As you can see, clearly just blows right through the stop sign. Tag is 764YZL.
They're outside the vehicle, causing 15, the waste management truck can't get past it. Get 10-4 up the banner, I'll be there in about.
You know, there's a stop sign back there, right? See, you saw it clearly just blew right through this stop sign. She looks pretty dumbfounded when I said that. She was just like, "Huh?" Got the scanner running too. I want to see if and when they call it in that I'm over here.
North, equivalent arms, building A Alpha. Unit number is 239 Alpha. 71/13. Caller reports that this morning someone rang his doorbell at 4:30 a.m. It's upsetting him. The language line in progress. Caller advised he had a heart condition and then called back. There's no answer on callback. EMS and fire is dispatch.
Hoping to catch all the road pirates on motorcycles here in a minute. You guys are dickheads. I've had a friend who has a friend who works for the President's office, and they were telling him that they were on the motorcycle crew for a couple of weeks, and I guess they're already out. Huh, they go out early then. But anyway, he was saying that they basically force you to write a ticket for anything and everything. You pull somebody over, you gotta write them a ticket, and if you don't, then they'll yank you off of the team. Nice sounds. Got some random guy walking over.
I got 22 for now.
That was nice, he didn't even stop for the stop sign. Doing alright yourself? This car 556 or 558. Yeah, it's car number 556. Trying to take a picture of me. Oh, got a group of them outside now. Alright, so it's hard to pick up the audio, but he just said if I come up near the gate, then I'm getting arrested. No, they were far. So the microphone wouldn't have picked it up, but they were saying that if I came up to the gate, that I would be arrested.
Plan on that stolen Lincoln. Coming back to Patricia Oliver. Can you just verify that? She got back. Patricia Oliver, and they have a testimony off 9605 CDF Court. What district is that in? Hotel 322-40-901-350 so far. Available to go there? Level 13, I think you're in the vehicle parked in the middle of the street and the windows are down. And you said don't to a cab company, correct?
technically I'm allowed up to the gate, I'm just not allowed inside the gate. Going inside the gate would be going inside of a restricted area. On top of that, it's an airport, so that'd be a big, serious felony. However,
can you run the 28 out of Florida when you're
I
ready?
hear some motorcycle but anyway.
10-4, stand by.
Yeah, I'm allowed to, because I've gone up to the assistance box before. One of the first times I was actually here, I had a guy, I was standing on the public easement, and he tried to hit me with his car. So I went over and demanded his name and badge number, but they refused to give it to me. I ended up having to call the non-emergency number. Ask them who was the supervisor.
Bravo. Should come back to a silver truck. Just looking for expiration. 10-4.
I think they're looking for my pickup truck. But the thing is, I don't have my pickup truck. It's going to shop for a month. So, that'd be real interesting.
Get off 20. Yankee 6-4, Romeo Juliet, Bravo. On progressive. Silver Honda Accord. 10-4. Naples Motor 16.
I mean, the only vehicle that I really ever go out in is my truck, which is, like I said, been in the shop for the past month and a half. So, the motorcycle cop coming up behind me, I believe. Sounded like it.
Naples call 311 for you.
But
Call 311.
yeah, if anything,
Go with
my mechanic would let me know. But like I said, I haven't worked in a month. Maybe I can get this in better light now. So this is one of the new ATCs they just got.
Letter 17, that's affirmative. Is it valid? Affirmative.
Nice thing is the car that I'm in right now doesn't come back to me at all. And they've never seen it before. And they have no idea where I parked. So. Charlotte County has a tank? Yeah, they just installed I think it's called FLIR, the FLIR system on the original County Sheriff's Office. Oh, we got another vehicle coming. Stop. But they've got the FLIR on the Collier County Sheriff's Office, like regular helicopter, but then they just picked up an older, what do you call it? Oh, got a guy. Yeah. But they just picked up a... Good, how are you? Yep, no. Hey, so did I hear correctly? Did you guys call my tag over the radio?
409 16th Street Southeast,
Yep, so So he just called me by name, meaning that they just ran my tag over the radio, so a car was parked in the mechanic shop somewhere. So it's nice. I'll be able to go back under there when this is finished. I usually just give them a middle finger if they ask for a press pass. Like, there it is, First Amendment. Yeah, I haven't had my truck in like a month though. I'm glad they know me by first name. So we don't have to play this bullshit, give me a name. They already know it.
He's upset. Someone rang his doorbell at 4:30 in the morning and is requesting deputies make a report. Does not need EMS.
Well, the nice thing is my phone's it's one of those black box phones, so everything's completely encrypted. So they would have to use a NASA supercomputer to even get any bit of information off this phone. Phone also has a biometric lock, so all I gotta do is if they come a little too close for comfort, it looks like they're trying to grab anything, I just lock the phone. They have to use biometrics to get in, and they're not going to be sure how to exactly unlock it. Got another plane taking off. Oh, I usually tag them in all this stuff. I think they got a couple. I think they got somebody over sitting here by one of these trailers because that guy was sitting over there earlier. I bet you, as people start to come in, because it's let's see, it's what time? 7 o'clock. So in about an hour, I'd say a little bit less than an hour, people start to come in. You'll probably notice that they'll start using the stop sign a little bit more. There's also another substation back over that way, as well as the City of Naples landfill here. In fact, actually, I'm going to go spook them. What they don't realize is over here on the other side of this building, there's a public access road, but it completely exposes the inside of their building. And they don't know, or they've never seen me over there, so that'll be quite interesting. I will unfortunately not be able to see them running the stop sign.
151-97, 22
Oh, it's just an app I downloaded on my phone for the scanner. It's powered by Broadcastify, and there's actually they actually pull a live feed from RadioReference.com. There's a group of guys that all they do is just patch into all the Florida radio frequencies, and Yeah, they upload it all and set up live streams for people to listen to. It's kind of funny because they've been recently setting up a P25 encrypted system. So for the past day it was down, but somebody was able to actually get the link back up even though it's encrypted. Hello. Yeah, I contacted him. He tried calling me the other night, but I was asleep, so I sent him my phone number. So I'm trying to connect with him and try to figure out what days are best and what days fall on both of our availability for our schedules. But yeah, right back over here. Again, this is a public road. You actually come back here. You can see all of their stuff. There's that Subaru Forester from earlier. Had completely blown right through the stop sign. But you can see right into their bays and whatnot. I don't know why this thing keeps fucking wanting to autofocus. Yeah, it's a lot easier to see what's inside there at night. But not sure if you can 100% see that. I'm trying to. But they, yeah, you can. It's right, right there. You got a thin blue line flag flying. That's a violation of flight code. Yeah, actually audited them the day after the young officer up in Fort Myers was shot and killed. They were quite on edge. That was actually where that video with that one lieutenant who was trying to detain me was. Alright, so we're back out here on the main road. There's some dumpsters. Got an unmarked car here. He stopped. No turn signal, though. I bet you won't even use a turn signal to turn in. Nope. Another car coming. That's a legal tint, though. KADV80, it looks like. Use the turn signal. Tyranny Solutions, hello. Yeah, so now we're going to start seeing more of these employees coming in. You should be able to comment on the live feed. I had somebody... Yeah, there we go. Yeah, as I say, it just went through. Got a lot of... Oh, instead of like the scrolling text box? Is that what you mean? Get my nice new shoes all dirty. Got another one coming out. Let's see if he actually... Oh, never mind. Guess we're not coming out. They just wanted to circle around, I guess. Thought he was going to come out. They always blow through this damn stop sign. But they actually turned this little area right over here into like a little... What do you call it? These are for like training. Sometimes they'll set up like road courses on there for the motorcycles, for their qualifications. They also have like test cars that have cages all over them so they can practice doing pit maneuvers. Oh wait, here. Is that what you meant? Yeah, no, they tried to arrest me for filming them breaking the law by parking on a sidewalk on a bridge, extorting people over a brand new sign that they had put in that was nowhere near the intersection. It was a no turn on red sign that they'd put about 50 to 70 feet away from the intersection as you're coming off of I-75 on exit 105 going southbound. You used to be able to make a right turn from the far right lane coming off the highway, and I guess they were having too many accidents there, so instead of putting the sign up on the actual post where they have the traffic lights, they decided to put it in the swale of the exit ramp about 70 feet from the actual traffic light. So a lot of people were, not aware of the new sign. You pull up to the intersection, you see the no turn on red for the the left and middle lane that goes right, but you don't see it on the far right hand side going right. So people just pull up to it, they make complete stops, and they would go, and they were on their motorcycles sitting on the bridge and just popping people left and right, left and right. And I was finally like, you know what, I'm gonna go and stop people. So I actually parked my car, went over to the intersection, and as people were coming to the light, I was just like, don't do it, don't do it. There's cops. They put up a new sign. Saved a bunch of people from tickets that day, but then motorcycle cops didn't like that. And one of the fatter old farts that didn't want to ID himself, I actually caught him going through my vehicle. He he threatened to write me a ticket, but said that he couldn't because he ran out of tickets. Because I was, quote, parked illegally, yet I was parked on the right of way in a place where it says, or where there's no signs posted that stated I can't. I mean, people park on the side of the road all day. In fact, I used to actually live on the street. So, yeah, so he said he was going to write me a ticket for it, but ran out of tickets. So, he ended up going back and to the intersection to go hide up on the sidewalk of the bridge. And when I went up to approach him to get his name and badge number, because I was going to file a complaint on him going through my vehicle without my permission while I was away from my vehicle, he attempted to run me over with his motorcycle. At that point, I then demanded he give me the. Oh, we got another one coming. Demanded that he. Let's see, has he come to a complete stop? Yep, came to a complete stop. But as he came out, as he tried to run me over, ooh, no, yeah, that is a marked car. It's a JDKH53 is the tag number. JDKH53. No, unfortunately, Collier County Sheriff's Office policy for dash cams are the only time that their dash cams are active or if the lights are on. They have the discretion to turn them on and off at a whim. So usually, in instances like that, they'll manually turn them off after the lights are activated. However, none of them had their lights activated when all this was going on. But I attempted to. Right at that point, back to the story. They demanded ID from him, his name and badge number. The two other officers that were there, when I asked them for their name and badge number, they gave it to me. Didn't want to give it to me. I was like, I mean, per your operations manual, because I did a FOIA request and I got the entire operations manual you guys have to follow. Like, it states that you are required, per your policy, to identify yourselves with name and badge number when asked by a member of the public. And I told them that I still got to double check, but I believe it's section 02.4 in there, operations manual, that states that. But now the guy tried to run me over with his bike, then I started demanding his name and badge number. He then tried to swat the phone out of my hand, and then at that point he tried to place me under arrest for obstruction of justice. And when I told him that technically there was no obstruction of justice, because in order for them to pull that card, they have to have an active crime scene or an active stop. And since there was no active stop, I couldn't be obstructing justice. And he said, "Oh, you're preventing me from doing my job." I said, "No, sir, that's not the case." Explained to them that they were illegally parked on the sidewalk and that, yeah, they didn't like that. But long story short, they ended up having a supervisor show up. At that point, he told me that if I didn't ID myself, I was going to jail. He seemed pretty serious. His name was Mr. Nelson. In fact, actually, it was a guy here in town. So, I think his name is Brian Harris. Was beat up brutally bad by the Collier County Sheriff's Office a few years ago, and he actually told me that Nelson was an aggressive guy. So, I wasn't going to take any chances with him. But here you can see a personal pickup truck, illegal tint, mean, you don't need a tent reader to realize that that's 0% UV rating. But, oh, I stopped for the stop sign. CYJ something 7Q is what it looks like. But, anyway. Yeah, so I told him I'd give it to him out of duress. He took my ID, had me get down on my knees. The one cop who was aggressive with me had his firearm drawn. He didn't have it pointed at me, but he did have it drawn. And yes, after running my ID, they told me to get out. Multiple times I actually tried to stop my live feed, but I had my phone set up to where if I'm doing a live stream and the screen gets shut off, it'll automatically turn the screen back on and restart the live stream, so it'll unpause it. So, yeah, Robert Harris, that's the guy. Got our buddy over here. And he's searching the parking lot for my vehicle. Ain't gonna find it, bro. I gotta remember too to go back when, because I'm pretty sure they called my tag number out over the radio for my pickup truck, but again, like I said, my pickup truck's been in the shop for a month, so I don't even have it. So if they, let's see, yeah, it was when he was at the like a storage unit over by the Cracker Barrel on Collier Boulevard. Another unmarked pickup truck. Let's see, does he? And he just rolls right through it. That's a look of guilt right there. County vehicle, tag number 58117. It's a sheriff's vehicle. So not only did this guy roll through the stop sign over there, but didn't use a turn signal, and didn't use a turn signal to turn in. I think I'm actually going to call the non-emergency number later and speak to the, what do you call it, the district supervisor. I'm going to try and get, like, like the Nazi brown shirts. I'm actually trying to get the names and IDs of all the people that are blowing the stop sign. If anyone else would like to contact them and ask them why they feel the need to blow through stop signs, they can do so at their leisure. Phone number is 239-252. I want to say it's 9300. Again, it's for the Collier County Sheriff's Office non-emergency line. It's like their main phone number. You can put into an actual deputy. They'll tell you their name. At that point, you can just request their ID number. They'll give you the ID number. They're required to. Sometimes they'll give you shit for it, but yeah. Got a lady over there looking. Let me zoom in on this sign real quick so we can. This is no trespassing. This is a restricted area. Unauthorized entry of vehicles and or persons is prohibited in accordance with Florida statute, I think it's 810.8 and 810.9, and City of Naples Airport Aviation Security something, I don't know. Violators shall be prosecuted to the full extent of the law. Or no, because it's a secure phone, it'll only do 4G, so it doesn't have LTE. So then it's got 2 different lenses, so it tries to like constantly autofocus, and when I zoom in or anything like that, just the focus kind of dies away. Oh, absolutely, yeah, no, I've learned. Oh, here we go. Guarantee this motherfucker's gonna fly right through it. Rolls right through the stop sign. Tag number JSPN08. That is an unmarked canine. Yeah, that probably wouldn't go over too well. I know I want to start leaving tickets. They love to park illegally. You start handing them out tickets. And then enforce them with mechanics liens. I don't know. I don't know the entire legality or the practicality on that, though. Exactly. The power is not to be held in the hands of the government, but in the hands of the people. It's letting his dog loose. And this area kind of does have a little bit of spotty cell phone coverage, so that could also be a reason for the degradation. I'm actually going to go put in a FOIA request today. I'm going to FOIA request any and all emails pertaining to my name, as well as any, I can't really talk about it too much, but I do have a pending case that I'm in right now. Oh, absolutely. First Amendment, again, protects that. The right to grieve the government. Let me double check. Is it getting choppy? Exactly. I'm trying to get more and more people involved in this here in Collier County. Or hold on, let me try and maybe if I just focus it again, it'll. Yeah, I do see that it's getting a little choppy. Blurry. I haven't really toyed around with, this is the second time I've ever gone live with YouTube, so I haven't really toyed around, but I'm not sure if I press the home button and try to start up the SVR, if it'll use that as a backup recording. I don't know if it'll allow both cameras, or both camera apps to run. Yeah, SVR runs at 1080p. Actually, this is the asshole that tried to run me over. The same asshole who just blew right through the stop sign. There's a stop sign over there. DVC I-88. You know, there's a stop sign over there. DVC I-88. Dude had to weigh at least 250 pounds. It was a big old boy. Let's see him get out. Yeah, it's getting kind of choppy. Oh, that's interesting. There we go. Oh, he doesn't want to get out of his car. Walk over this way. Again, right there where this pole is. Right there. You see the outline somewhat of the octagon. Maybe if I stand over here in the bush where he can't see me, I'll get out of his vehicle. They're shouting. Let me still just sitting in there. Yeah. Oh yeah, sometimes I have a habit of talking too low. Yeah, no, I was just saying he was still sitting in his car. I don't think he's gonna come out for a while until I go away. That's one thing I don't understand. How is it that they can get paid to just sit in their vehicles and not do anything? Yet if I were to do that at my job, I would be instantly fired. And it's a union job. That's the best part. So the union would fire me. Yet the law enforcement union won't fire them for sitting in their vehicles doing nothing. I think we're gonna have one of them coming out of the gate here in a second. Fortunately, I can't get the tag for it. I think they're getting tired of me calling them out for running the stop sign. Thank you, Tyranny Solutions. Yeah, I was gonna say the more people that get on this, the better. Yeah, so now they're all just gonna use the side road to come out. Come on. There we go. Yeah, last time I got a little too close to the gate, they pulled a gun. So I'm a little weary going a little bit too close to the gate. They've already threatened to. Yeah, they've already threatened to file false felony firearm charges on me. See if this guy is gonna cut through the gate or stop. Actually, stop for the stop sign. That's what I meant to say. Well, no turn signal already. Stops for the stop sign. Put his car in park. He's using his camera, so JQJ721. I'm gonna FOIA request that video and or pictures. I've already done it to another cop. It scared the shit out of him. He wasn't expecting it. No turn signal. Got another car coming up over here. As you saw, just rolled through the stop sign. 955 XEK. Restricted tag. Yeah, that's why I'm staying over here on this side. Oh, dude, I literally just went and got both my salt and freshwater fishing license. I'd love to go out and do it. Been talking to a buddy of mine. He's a gun nut. And he's like, oh, I kind of like my gun rights. And I'm like, yeah, you're going to be using your gun rights, idiot. I'm going to try and... The unfortunate thing is they got rid of all... There used to be a ton of brush over here. So I used to be able to kind of just hide on the side of the road and watch as they would come down the straightaway. They would fly through it and on the stop sign they wouldn't see me until they already blew through the stop sign. So, but unfortunately, I want to say about the second time I came out and audited, they had all of this cleared over here. I don't know if that was coincidence or... I've actually tried. I've reported it to Wink News. I also have screenshots of everything. I actually called them out on it. I sent them the video of the illegal detainment, and I've sent a couple of stories to them. They refused to do anything about it. I actually called them out and said, wow, so you'll sit there and do news stories on stupid, idiotic shit that nobody really cares about, but, you know, you won't put the sheriff's office in a bad light. I see how it is. I sent it to NBC, Wink, sent it to Fox News, but they don't really reply to anybody. This here motorcycle cop correctly stopping for the stop sign. And Naples Daily News won't do anything about it. She's gonna be coming this way. Oh. Yeah, they got a little dog park over there too, so again, they want to give me shit for being over here, they can go and give that person shit too. Fair game, right? I got a county vehicle going over this way. It's another thing I love too, all their county vehicles, like just the city government, their vehicles are all illegally tinted. And I love the line that Fort Myers cop used last night when I questioned him, or mentioned to him that there was tint and whatnot, or Yeah, illegal tent. Well, how do you know? Do you have a tent meter? I mean, I'm gonna start asking the same question. If you guys pull people over a tent, how'd you know? Do you have a tent meter? Did you read the tent before you pulled them over? Oh, we got a Mini Cooper coming. I know this car works there. It's coming up kind of fast. As you can see, it rolls right through it. It's a 297 RCB. Also has an obstructed tag. 297 RCB is the tag number. She's a heavier set lady, dark hair and glasses. It's actually a water treatment plant too, over by my storage unit that has a guard shack out front. And it's semi across the street from where I have my storage unit. Thinking about going and doing an audit there to see what they say about me filming the gate. The only downside is, with my job, I actually deliver there sometimes, so I'd have to be far enough away to where the guy can't really see my face. Ooh, actually, you know what? I might be able to stand over here on the easement. I got these trees right here. I got these trees and bushes. You can still kind of see. Yeah, actually, yeah, I'm gonna go down there because I gotta go to my storage unit anyway. Got the day off, so I attempt to get shit done today. So I got court tomorrow. Yeah, no, they don't. I mean, unless I'm like overlooking it, I don't really see where they post like any of that information on when they do the commission meetings. Oh, you mean for the county? Oh, dude, our county is so corrupt. We actually have a Facebook group here. It's called County Cash Cows. There's a couple thousand members, and all they do is FOIA request documents. So I actually found out that the Collier County local government receives something like $994 billion a year in funding. Or no, sorry, $994 million a year in funding. They misappropriated, I don't remember the exact details on it, but someone actually did an audit of all their financial documents and whatnot and found that they had misappropriated $120 million in taxpayers' money. And they're also working on trying to get all these extra taxes built in. They just passed a couple. They're trying to do a storm rainwater collection tax. So basically, yeah, I mean, I would definitely say I kind of fall into the political scope of a libertarian. Very small, limited government. Um, Again, I mean, I'm not against law enforcement. I'm just against corrupt law enforcement. So I do feel that there, is a need to have some sort of law enforcement. However, do I think it needs to be used in the way that it is now currently? Absolutely not. This is just overkill. Oh yeah, no, they're getting really bad with the taxes. what was it? It's gotten to the point now where, because taxes have gotten so high here, the average cost per square foot for a home here is about $250 per square foot. That's the average cost. That's another problem. Is their committee for police accountability, they always find the officer never in the wrong. I think they had it posted to in one of their substations that, oh, they're the greatest sheriff's office, the most outstanding and upstanding law enforcement agency in the state of Florida with a 97% 97% satisfaction rate when it came to complaints being filed, etc. Yeah, exactly. Like I straight about what was it? I had a corporal. Um, yeah, Corporal Dan Sauls. When I confronted him about a video that I'd taken while I was out in Immokalee City, I had what I perceived to be an officer yelling the N-word to a black gentleman who was walking down the road at night. And oh, absolutely, yeah. No, I definitely got to get one. And kind of the nice thing about the firearm that I have, I've got a Tokarev M57. It shoots 7.62, so I think the muzzle velocity on it is about 1,900 feet per second, which is just absolutely. It's definitely an over penetration gun, but it goes right through body armor. Yeah, the Tokarev M57 is like this much older brother. Oh yeah, no, the cops here just love to rush up and I mean, yeah, if you watch the Brian Harris video, you'll see they love to show up to a scene and fucking start cracking whips. Got a random truck down here. That's construction worker, never mind. In fact, actually, I'm gonna go further down this public access road. Yeah, no, 2200 frame, yeah, or not frame, sorry. I'm a bit of a computer nerd, so I write FPS as frames per second instead of feet per second. But, yeah, no, 2200 feet per second out of a handgun is ridiculous. I'm not sure what the accuracy is, and again, pardon for the shaking, I'm kind of smoking with my other hand. It's my more stable hand. But, I'm not sure about the accuracy. Is it very accurate? Yeah. A buddy of mine has an FN57, but I've never actually shot it, so I've never been actually able to kind of test it out. I know we've tested out the Tokarev, and that thing's good for 75 yards. Make it an SBR, that's nice. They've got the EOD Bomb Squad vehicle right there. It's that green one. It's kind of right in the center, right next to that white van. I'm not sure what that white van is. I can get it to focus. I got it zoomed all the way in. Not sure what that is. They've got a gooseneck trailer and a box trailer in the middle bay. They've got like some kind of utility truck and then another pickup truck in the left bay. And then on the very far... Oh yeah, no, dude, they fucking hate it. They absolutely hate it. Yeah, over here in this very far bay over here. It's like a little mini section of the building. They've got their motorcycle cops. Zoom out. Yeah, it's just more construction workers. Trying to see any faces in the windows, but I'm not seeing any. Oh, they definitely would have. Yeah, I'm actually going to go to another district, one that I've never really filmed before. It's over where my storage unit is, so I'm going to head over there and I'm going to do a live stream on the another copper one in. Another unmarked. There we go, now they're coming out. Yeah. Nice. Walking the perimeter of his vehicle. Now he's going to open the back. Yeah, no, the county just misappropriated $120 million, and I guarantee you I know exactly where that went. Part of it went to their pockets, bank accounts, and towards their lavish multi-million-dollar homes, as well as the beautification of their downtown hodgepodge area where everything's dolled up and outrageously expensive. so that their little universe is nice and posh for them. And I kept looking back. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna head on over to the water treatment facility. Do that next, so I'll be there probably in about 20-30 minutes. So I'm gonna cut the feed now. No, the thing with Facebook doesn't allow my phone to do manual focus, because sometimes the two different cameras will kind of try to fight each other over who's gonna do the focusing. So I've actually found that YouTube's live stream is actually a little bit better as far as being able. I don't know. I'd like to do it. We'll have to schedule something. Yeah, I'm definitely down for open carry fishing. Yeah, I'm gonna get out of here. I think they're fucking around with the phone. So, all right, I'm killing the feed.